Sparrow and the Eagle's Feather. In the quiet expanse of a windswept meadow, nestled between towering trees and the echoing cry of distant birds, there lived a sparrow. Her name was Suri, and though small, she harbored a dream larger than the sky itself. Every day, she watched the great eagles soar above the treetops, their powerful wings cutting through the clouds like blades of freedom. They flew higher than any bird she knew, effortlessly gliding with the wind, while she, a humble sparrow, could only wish for a fraction of that freedom. Suri longed to touch the heavens, to feel the rush of wind beneath wings that could carry her to places unknown. If only I could fly higher, she would whisper to herself, watching the eagles with a yearning she couldn't shake. She could see their feathers, each one like a golden ticket to a world she could only dream of. One bright morning, Suri's gaze fell upon a magnificent eagle perched atop a high rock. His feathers gleamed in the sun like molten gold, and his eyes were sharp, scanning the world with an intensity that made Suri's heart flutter. The eagle was alone, the perfect opportunity. Her wings fluttered with excitement and fear. She knew it was wrong. She had heard stories of how the eagles guarded their feathers fiercely, but in her heart, the temptation was too strong. The idea of soaring as high as the eagle, feeling the strength in her wings, consumed her. Just one feather, she thought. Just one will give me the power I need. With a swift beat of her wings, Suri took flight. She darted through the air, low and quick, until she reached the eagle's perch. There, lying beneath him, a single golden feather shimmered on the ground. It was perfect, untouched, and everything she had ever dreamed of. With trembling claws, Suri seized it. But just as quickly as she had grabbed the feather, the eagle's eyes snapped open, locking onto her with a piercing gaze. "What do you think you're doing, little sparrow?" His voice thundered in the wind, deep and commanding. Suri froze, panic surging through her veins. The feather was now clutched tightly in her talons, but her heart was racing with fear. I just wanted to fly higher," she stammered, trying to justify her actions. I thought, I thought that with your feather, I could be like you." The eagle's gaze softened, but his voice remained steady. "A feather does not make a bird strong, nor does it give you the freedom you seek. True flight comes from within, little sparrow, not from stealing what is not yours." Suri felt a pang of guilt, but her desire for the skies overwhelmed her. With a frantic flutter of her wings, she shot into the air, clutching the feather tightly. She pushed herself harder than she ever had before, the wind whipping past her face, the ground falling away beneath her. Higher, higher she climbed, past the treetops, past the clouds, until the world below seemed like a distant memory. But then it happened. As she climbed higher, the weight of the feather began to pull her down. Her wings, tired from the effort, could no longer hold her up. She faltered, struggling to stay aloft. The golden feather, once so full of promise, now felt like a burden. Suri's heart raced as she realized the truth too late. The feather wasn't giving her wings, it was dragging her down. With a sudden gasp, she lost control. The world spun around her as she tumbled, spiraling through the air. The golden feather slipped from her grasp, falling like a falling star, lost to the winds below. Suri, unable to stop herself, plummeted toward the earth. The ground rushed up to meet her, and with a thud, she landed in the soft grass. Dazed and bruised, Suri lay there for a moment, the echo of the eagle's words ringing in her ears. True flight comes from within. Slowly, she got to her feet, the realization sinking in. She didn't need the eagle's feather to fly. She needed to believe in herself, in the wings that had always carried her. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of gold and orange, Suri spread her wings and took flight once more. This time she flew not with stolen power, but with the strength that had always been inside her. And though her wings were small, she soared higher than she ever thought possible, guided not by a borrowed feather, but by the freedom that came from truly understanding her own strength. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help our channel grow.